Hi everyone, so here I am back for a full moon outlook reading. This is quite a different one actually. I'm in a different space as today with the lunar eclipse energy. I just had a massive need to clear space. So that's what I was going to talk about as part of the reading, today is about, it's a Scorpio full moon basically and the lunar eclipse is in the morning. Hi Debbie, hi. And I really feel Scorpio has that energy, doesn't it, of the sort of the darker aspects of life, the shadow. It can reveal the shadow, can't it? And basically it's, to me, this full moon is all about reflection. I've taken some notes down because my head's a little bit feeling this moon quite intensely, so I've got some notes here that I just noted down for myself because I feel like I'm not really, I've been quite emotional today as well, like quite a lot of grief coming up. So basically, to me, it's all about reflection. Obviously the full moons are about reflection, but the moon is about reflection full stop, but the full moon is about reflecting on projection. But obviously with the lunar eclipse energy, the earth is coming in and she's blocking the sun's light onto the moon. So the moon is kind of in its shadow aspect, if that makes sense, which can create illusions, and it can create those shadow elements reaching us, the and trickster, what I would call trickster energies coming across to be able to it's all part of our growth really, but they can feel a little bit, to me they can feel a little bit put you out of balance, because basically these energies, these darker energies, the shadow aspect of our existence it comes towards us, and then our shadow starts to play out. So we have to be really careful how we use that and how we work with our shadow. I initially woke up this morning and I felt a bit out of sorts, and I could feel this energy, and I started to sort of project it out onto other people, and I became aware of that. And what my need was to clear space, make actually burn things. So I came in here, we live in vehicles, so I came into my other truck, which actually had no space in it for me to be able to work in. So I thought, right, I'm going to make space in there today so that I can work. So I quickly ran in here, I got all the cardboard boxes, burnt it all, had a big fire outside. So that's what I was doing this morning. But I feel so much better for it. But it was because I was aware that my shadow was wanting to project my frustration in whatever way onto others. So instead of reflecting onto others, I channeled the energy into cleansing my space, and burning and destroying things. It was only cardboard boxes, so there's no harm in that really, is there? But it's far better to do that, to put that energy, direct it towards anyone else. So which we all can do, we all project, and on full moons we have to be really, really careful, and especially on full moons that are a lunar eclipse and are in Scorpio as well. So it's laughing at yourself as well. I'm laughing at myself. So looking at your own shadow is become very apparent for me, and I feel it's very much for all of us. But the thing is, all of our shadows are different, all of our shadow sides are different. So if you have felt a bit rubbish today, and tomorrow it'll be quite high energy tomorrow as well. I believe the lunar eclipse is in the morning in the UK at about just after 5 o'clock, so it depends where you are in the UK for totality, but it starts at 4:30 in the morning and then continues on until the moon sets. So as it's setting, it's going to be the blood moon image, of like quite red moon. I don't know whether I'm going to be up or not. Oh, that's the other thing. Well, I'm thinking of red because I've got my bright cardigan on. I've got my purple hat. Because when I worked with a Romani gypsy once, he taught me that during certain points in the year or whatever, or whenever they felt like there was potentially energies coming towards them that were more negative, they would wear bright colours or spots, or really they even used to turn their clothes inside out. And I think that was fascinating because the entities or the negative energies wouldn't be able to recognize them if their clothes are inside out. I haven't got my clothes inside out, but I decided to put my cardigan on. I'm probably going to wear some spots later, just as a help, that protection, and that again, but that energy will bounce off you more because the energies are coming towards you, and you want to be able to benefit, you want to be able to protect yourself from the intensity of it to a certain degree, because this is going to be quite full on for a lot of people. So it's all about looking at yourself, and those aspects of yourself that you may not like, and working with that in a positive way, and not allowing the trickster energy to trick you into doing something negative with those feelings. We could, hi Amanda, hi. Oh, wonderful, Debbie. Yeah, I just felt this massive impulse to... I'm not doing readings today, Rihanna. This is just a full moon reading. It's for everyone, so it should help everyone. This is a collective thing. Okay, so this is like I do it once a month on the full moon and the new moon, but this full moon happens to be a really intense one with this lunar eclipse. Yeah, so it is about watching out for projection, and whatever you feel your shadow elements are. Some people's shadow can be not liking themselves, or going within themselves to the point of shutting themselves away. Right, that's, some people can do that. So that could be your shadow, where you don't feel good enough and where you don't feel like you're worth it. And I'm really feeling that with a lot of people at the moment. I'm not actually feeling like that, interestingly, but I am feeling that from the energies around me at the moment, what I'm seeing. And I think that's very much to do with Piscean energy that is also connected with this lunar eclipse. I can't remember how it is, but Pisceans are affected in some way or another. And the Gemini people are also affected because Mercury has gone retrograde into Gemini, and that's why I'm talking about the trickster energy, because Gemini, to me, can be like a trickster energy. Mercury can be the trickster, the one that is there to teach us. He's a teacher, but he's gonna be a bit clever, and you're not to take... Oh, I hope it's not flashing too much. This I put a filter on it, as you can see. I don't live in a starry yeah, so this trickster energy is something to be very aware of, especially if you're Gemini or connected with Gemini, like I'm a Libra, and so I'm an air sign, so it will influence me to a certain extent, and also I have my Saturn in Gemini, so I think I do anyway. It's all quite complicated with the astrology, but it's that energy of the trickster. He's there to teach you, but he if you're not clued up enough, if you're not clear enough, then he'll trick you into your shadow manifesting in a negative way. Okay, so nothing is fluffy and light. To me, there is the spiritual world and our lessons here on the earth are not fluffy. It's not all light. There is the shadow, and it's important that we work with our shadow for the positive, and we can only then bring more light in a truly authentic way, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, my notes here. I was feeling really emotional as well. Everything was triggering me. So while I was clearing the space in here, I was coming across things, and I was like, oh my God. Oh, right, I'll show you something that triggered me earlier. Okay, so I have this book called Festivals, Family and Food. It's a really lovely book, and it was written in 1982, so it's been around for a while, and I've had it for a while, and then I started flicking through it, and it's beautiful. It's got songs, it's got crafts for all the different festivals of the year, and the nature festivals. And I went through it and I realised that we've done hardly any of it. So I felt really sad. I got emotional. I'm getting emotional just talking about it. Because, you know, there's only enough time in the day, isn't there? And this book is wonderful. I do recommend it anyway for anybody who has children or for their grandchildren, if they wish to teach work with the young people in their lives, about the nature festivals. And it does link in with the Christian ones as well, but the old ones like Whitsun, Michaelmas, and those old festivals, the ones that they teach in Steiner schools. So anyway, in a minute I'm going to read a couple of the summer sayings after I've done the cards, because I think they're really lovely, because we are in early summer now. Anyway, so I wonder if my words relate with anyone else. Let me know if my words are resonating. That'd be nice to hear. Oh, it's so nice there's some people on. And so I've got another tarot set now. I've become a bit bad at buying them now. Yeah, because I guess I'm refinding the tarot, refinding cards, refinding it, even though I've worked with cards since for 25, hang on, how many years? I'm 50, 35 years. But, you know, I only really mainly work with them for myself for a lot of the time, or my family. I was too busy with my children home educating to actually, and I do readings at festivals and things like that, but rarely, you know, did it publicly like I am now. So even though I have a lot of experience. Anyway, so it's been a rebirth for me, coming back to the cards, and I'm relearning lots and lots about the tarot, and just expanding my knowledge really, and also expanding my knowledge of astrology as well, because there's aspects of astrology that I haven't touched on because I'm not really very technically minded. Yeah, so the harder aspect, like the houses, all of that, the transits and measurements and all of that, I've avoided, but I'm going to try and go there as well. So it's because I wish to bring all of it together so that I have a holistic system that I can talk to people about. Okay, so I got these little cards. They're tiny, they're like a mini, so if I hold up to my head you can see how small they are. They're called the Reflective Tarot, and they're based on the Rider-Waite. So my other cards, these ones, the Radiant Rider-Waite, which are really lovely, they're based on those, but they're reflective. So I'll show, and I thought, how nice, you know, because they are like holographic. I don't know whether this filter will let you see so well, but they're holographic. There, you can see a bit. They shine, and I think they're so cute. I really like them. They're also, because they're holographic, they're quite sturdy, you know, and also they're small. So if I did like one, and they've got a nice box with them that's quite sturdy as well. So if I did want to, you know, take them traveling with me, if I didn't have much space or whatever, they'd be perfect for that. And I say that for everyone who might want them, but hopefully it's not working so well. This filter's kind of filtered off the light a little bit, but I'm sure you can get the gist of the sort of rainbow effect. I found them really interesting because the light catches them in a certain way, it draws you into certain points in the card, and I thought that was really nice. So I'll pull, how many shall I pull for guidance for this Scorpio lunar eclipse, blood moon? How many shall I pick? I'm being told to pick 2 of these. Okay, so I'll pick 2. Right. How's everyone feeling today? You can all express a little bit in the comments if you like, and yeah, hopefully I can relate with the cards for you a little bit as well if you want. But I'm only going to pick 2 of these, and I'm also going to pick a colour card as well for the moon. Okay, so these are nice and small, so they're nice and easy to shuffle. So I'm just splitting the pack now here, and I'm going to pick a pack. I always do it twice, I know. I always do it. I have to do everything a little bit different. I don't mean to, it's just the way I am. Okay, so spreading them out in an arc here in front of the camera. Whoops. They're slippy slidey. They are slippy slidey cards, but I quite like that because I like it when cards start to move of their own free will. Okay, so I'm going to go over the cards with my left hand and ask for guidance on the lunar eclipse blood moon in Scorpio for everybody. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. That's really cool because the sun is now, during the eclipse, you know, the sun is going to be blocked from us. So that is why these energies can come through, because the sun is the light, isn't it? And when the earth is getting in the way, but you know, but the earth knows that we need to learn. The earth knows that we need to grow. So it's all beneficial. You know, all of these lessons are beneficial. Okay, so I'll just show which cards I got. Just put these cards down so they don't slide everywhere. Okay, so I got the 6 of Swords and the Sun. And I think, oh, it's trying to make me find a face. I don't know why. So I think that's really interesting how we got the Sun, because there is this detachment from the Sun that we may experience this weekend. So what I'm feeling from both these cards is that is why we, you know, our shadow may come up, and our wounded child, you know, our wounded self may come through this next couple of days for us. It's because we are feeling like we are cut off from our life force, from the sun. Okay, so let me look at this a little bit more. This 6 of Swords. Yeah, to me this card's very much to do with sanctuary and escape. Oh, hi Mary. I'm not doing any private readings today. I'm just reading for the full moon. So if you've missed the start of it, you play it back later, but obviously you're welcome to watch the rest of what I'm saying. But it's a collective reading for everybody. Lovely to see you. Okay, so we have the 6 of Swords. And this is like, you know, going to safety. To me, this is a very protective card. It is moving into safety. But this is very much on a mental level, because the swords are all to do with air, you know, and the mind. The element of air and the mind. So 6 is progression and movement forward. Oh, it's okay. Watch it back later. Yeah, 6 is to do with progression and movement. So it's very much on a mental level. So this is kind of what I was saying, really. And the swords also bring that element of cleansing and clearing the way. And it was interesting, I was reading about Rudolf Steiner's perspective on the lunar eclipse earlier, and he works with taught about the Michael energy. And Michael has the sword of truth, and the sword that, you know, so he recommended all those years ago in 1920 something on a lunar eclipse to visualize yourself holding the sword of Michael, and to ward off all those negative influences that are coming towards you. So I feel like this is a reminder of that, because it's very much but it's also kind of getting yourself out of a negative mindset, you know, pushing yourself out of a negative mindset, and you may need support with that. I would say that because these people, there's a couple of people on the boat there, mother and child or something, and they're being assisted by this man, you know, taking them to safety. This is what it feels to me anyway. But it's, like I said, it's on a mental level. So one side, oh, that's interesting. So one side of the boat is choppy, the other side is calm. That's really interesting. But he's using the tidal waters to be able to build the momentum to take them to safety. That's what I'm hearing. So it is utilising the energies of the time to be able to take us further in our mental attitude, and to be able to, like what I was saying, visualise the sword. Do not allow your thoughts to be clouded, and don't be misled by illusions. And I feel that's very much what this is about. And take yourself to a place of inner safety and inner sanctity and sanity. It is the moon after all, it is potentially a time of lunacy if people don't keep their minds in check. So I do feel like this is saying, if to put yourself in a safe position, protect yourself, and take yourself away from any negative energies around you, or if the potential energies around you. Wear protective clothes, ward off those. I would say demons. I don't like to use the term demons because people have misconstrued ideas about what demon is, but it's a demonic energy, isn't it? It's the dark energy, the shadow. I don't believe in it in terms of them being actual beings as such. So this is about warding off the the negative energy and taking yourself to a place of sanctity within, and hold that sword of light. Hold the sword of light, and that the sun is still there. The sun is still there, even though for that moment the sun is we may not feel the energy of the sun and the life of the sun that we so much need at this time of year in the summer. It's a reminder that the sun is still there. You just have to find it in yourself, because that's the energy of the sun is all to do with creativity, isn't it? So it's about finding that energy within yourself and using that, like I did today, using that creative force, that power, that drive to clear your way. Clear your way. This is clearing about, taking yourself to safety and clearing your way. Clearing away all that negativity. And so whatever you're not happy with at the moment, just use these couple of days to get rid in whatever way you feel, fits. And be quite harsh, with yourself. Don't fall back into old patterns. Imagine the sword, wielding this sword, and sometimes we do have to really push ourselves. I didn't really want to get up and start clearing everything today. But I had to. Otherwise I would have just, been really horrible all day and mean and grumpy and mean. I might not have been, but who knows. Anyway, so I'm going to pick a colour card now and see what colour we can all visualise around ourselves to protect us during this time, and to help us move through this transition, because at the end of the day it's a transitionary time and a transitionary moment in time. And this feeling, it will go on until through the whole eclipse season, but it's definitely intensified today because I can feel it, and I feel tomorrow. But tonight is the fullest point of the moon. By the morning it'll be waning. By the time we wake in the morning, it depends what time you get up, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to pull the colour card now. I hope I've not missed anything I was supposed to say. Oh, never mind. I do believe I say what I was supposed to say. I'm guided to say what I say. Right, so what colour will help us all during this time of the lunar eclipse blood moon? A colour to help us. Okay. Oh! Cleanse. Isn't that amazing? After everything I was saying, that's just amazing. And it's got that balance point there as well, hasn't it? Between the light and the dark. And it is about cleansing. And oh, hi Mavanwi. Hi. Yeah, so it's all about cleanse. That's wonderful. And also blue is the, you know, neutralizes the red, doesn't it? So I feel maybe I shouldn't be wearing red today. Maybe I should be wearing blue to neutralize that energy. So tomorrow I recommend wearing blue to neutralize the energy of the blood moon and to neutralize the that you know, that Scorpio energy and that intensity. So blue, we'll go for some blue and assist in your cleansing, be it mental cleansing, you know, however you wish to do that. If it's physical cleansing, I splashed some cold water on me. That's what I did. I just went and just splashed cold water on myself because I really felt like I needed that kind of, you know, it's not a shock really, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, so what else can I see here? Oh, it's interesting how it's a circle as well, isn't it? That's really interesting because that is showing the moon and showing the polarity, isn't it, of the light and the dark in the moon. And currently, obviously, it's a full moon, so you'd think it would be the light, but because it's overshadowed by the Earth coming, it's going to bring up the dark side of the moon. But normally the energy we'd be going within, but because we're outside, because it's a full moon and we're projecting out, that is why the energies can come towards us and affect us more. Whereas in a new moon, we're withdrawn and the energy is within, goes inwards. So yeah, it's quite different. Okay, so it's cleanse. So I hope everyone's that's helped everyone. Hi everyone. Hi Tracy. Hi. I'm not doing mini readings today. I've literally just done a full moon reading, a full moon lunar eclipse reading, and talked a little bit about my own feelings and experiences today. And I feel so much better now for everything that I've done with it in my time today, to not get, you know, not be fooled into repeating negative patterns, basically, that, you know, we can all get stuck in. So if you're wondering what I'm on about, watch the video back and then you'll understand the message that I've brought through for this time for everybody. And yeah, we'll all experience it differently, but the overall message is the same, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to read a couple of nice little summer day sayings before I go, as I think they're really nice, and I feel like I need to use this book more. Okay, so some summer days. It says summer sayings. Cut thistles in May, they grow in a day. Cut them in June, that is too soon. Cut them in July, then they will die. A cherry year, a merry year. A pear year, a dear year. A plum year, a dumb year. I saw an apple tree yesterday and it was so blooming, so many blossoms on it. So I really feel it's going to be a good apple year this year. I hope so anyway, because last year was terrible. Okay, so a swarm of bees in May is worth a load of hay. A swarm of bees in June is worth a silver spoon. A swarm of bees in July is not worth a fly. I think that's it. I think that's it for the summer days. I've decided at Whitsun I will do I'll come on and do a live, and I'll see how I feel about whether I pull, because there's quite a lot of nice Whitsun ideas in here to do with children, which I'd quite like to share with people as well. And there's a few songs, because Whitsun is coming up soon, so that is the midpoint between Beltane, early May, and the summer solstice. So Whitsun is actually quite an important time. The time that they measure it in the Christian church, I'm not sure is the exact time that it would be if you were to measure it astrologically, but I think it's done by the moon, so I'm not sure what date it is, but probably, I don't know. I hope it's not today and I've not missed it. I don't know. Well, I'll have to look that. I'm pretty sure it's later in May. Yeah, maybe it's the new moon. I'll look into it. But if I've missed Whitsun, never mind. This could be my Whitsun reading as well. But yeah, I'm just learning about the Whitsun and the Michaelmas and those festivals because I've not really followed them in the past. Okay. Oh, thanks everyone. Thanks so much for coming to my live. And if you missed the start and you want to hear what my insights were for the lunar eclipse, full moon in Scorpio, just watch it back. All right. Have a good time, everybody. Look after yourselves. Take care, and don't punish yourself. Don't punish anyone else. We all have to take responsibility. Yeah, thank you. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.